Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. I thought we'd unbox it, set it up, take a look at it, since it actually has some capabilities that Apple Watch doesn't, and I've used Apple Watch Ultra for a while, and this one actually has me pretty interested. So I thought we'd compare that, talk about all of the other features as well. Now this comes in at $649 at 47 millimeters. Let's go ahead and open this up. So we'll just peel this back here. On the side, it says 47 millimeters LTE, and on the back, it says LTE, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and GPS. This one's actually titanium gray. So let's go ahead and open it up. And we've got a package for the watch itself, and then a package for the band. So let's see what we have. And it looks like that's all we get in the box. So let's go ahead and open up the band here. There we go. And of course, this is an orange band, or an orange color band. We have marine, trail, and peak form. And this is where I think the major similarity comes from. This is the ocean band from Apple, so it's got a similar look to it. And that's okay. I really like this one, although we have these dual holes here instead of just a single hole down the middle. And it has a little bit different buckle system. So that's one thing I wanted to point out. And while I think this does have a lot of similarities, there's a lot of things this can do that the Apple Watch Ultra can't do anymore due to a couple different reasons. So let's put this away. Now let's open the watch itself here. Looks like we just peel these back. There we go. And I guess we could just remove these entirely and open it up. Now, I haven't typically used a lot of Samsung watches, but this one I think looked really interesting, and I liked the look of it. You either like it or you don't, and that's okay, but I actually really prefer the look of it. Now, let's see what we get in the box with this. So we'll open this up here. Looks like we've got something down here as well. So it's sort of split from top to bottom, and in the bottom here we have a charging plug here, so USB-C, and then we have sort of a charging dock. It's probably magnetic here, and it is, so it just connects to the bottom of the watch. And then also we have a quick start guide along with our warranty terms and conditions. So let's set that aside and take a closer look at the watch. Now with the charger, let's bring in some magnet paper. You can see there's a big magnet right in the middle here. So that lets you see it. So it's right in the middle. And as far as on the bottom of the watch, it looks like we have the same thing. So there's a magnet right there in the bottom of it, right in the middle. Now, as far as the watch itself, I really like the look of this. Let's go around the outside edge of it. So, of course, we have our glass or sapphire crystal display here. The frame itself is titanium, and then we have some buttons on the right. So we've got a button here, a button at the bottom, and then we have this button here, which is a quick button, as Samsung calls it. We have the place where, of course, we can put the band in. We'll do that in just a moment. And it looks like we've got some speakers on the left-hand side, or right, depending on how you have this oriented. Maybe we've got a microphone there, and that's about it. On the bottom, of course, we have sensors. We have a little release so we can pop the band out. And then it looks like we've got some exposed screws. I really like the look of this. I think it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and see if we can get the band on it. So the band is a little bit different than what I've seen before. We just hold it right here and push. Now to release it, we push the bottom button and just pull it right out. Pretty simple design. I really like it. It feels very secure. I don't think you're going to be able to remove that. And you'll see it says small, medium, large here, right there. So this will fit everyone. And then again, let's click the top one in. As far as the way this feels, it feels very high quality. Put this on my wrist here. And you'll see it just hooks into place like that. And then let's see if we can slide this part up at the bottom here. There we go. That actually feels really good. Now, it is a very large watch. And on my wrist, this actually looks really good. I like the look of this. And if we bring in the Apple Watch Ultra just to show you a size comparison, this gives you an idea. So side by side, I really like the round face of the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra, and let me know which one you like better in the comments below. Now let me remove this. We'll go ahead and turn it on and take a look at the setup here. And the other thing I wanted to mention is this has a 3000 nit display. It also has night mode. It has 10 ATM water resistance, up to 100 meter of water for up to 10 minutes. It also has military standard 810H testing, which will help it withstand the effects of difficult environmental conditions. Now you press this button to power it on. It gave a little haptic feedback or vibration, and it's booting up. Now, as I mentioned, it has military standard 810H. That's testing for high and low temperature, altitude, humidity, immersion, salt, fog, dust, vibration, and drop, and can withstand -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 131 degrees Fahrenheit. We're again still waiting for it to boot up, but this has also got a new 3 nanometer CPU in it with 5 cores, and it's 30% more power efficient than the previous model. It also has 32 gigabytes of storage, and let's see, it says you'll see a pop-up on your phone to help you connect. So let's go ahead and get it connected. So we'll go over to the Galaxy Ultra here, and I don't see anything here. There we go. It popped up right as I brought it close, and it recognizes it right away. It even has the band color correct. Let's tap connect, and we have to allow it on the Samsung app here. We're connecting, and then it says check the number on your watch. We'll go ahead and confirm. It's vibrating on the watch itself. And now it says downloading software. Check your phone to complete setup. This also has dual frequency GPS built in, so this should be a pretty nice watch. As far as battery life goes, while we wait for this to set up, battery life is supposedly quite good. It has a 590 milliamp hour battery with up to 100 hours of use in power savings or exercise and power savings modes up to 48 hours. It has Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and 4G LTE connectivity. You don't really want 5G as it uses too much power, so 4G is a little more power efficient, and it should be enough for something like this with streaming music and more. So now we have to agree to the terms and conditions. Let's go ahead and agree. We can agree to automatic updates. We'll tap continue, and then we have to allow notifications if we want them. Now this could take a few minutes to complete, so we'll let it complete here, get everything set up, and then we'll take a closer look at the watch. So once you sign in with your Google account and get all the backup set up, now it says checking for smart switch on your watch. And I don't have a watch I'm going to switch from or to. We're just going to set this up as new. Then it says we can use these permissions, we'll allow. And then it says select the quick button action. So we'll go to next, and it says set your wearing preference. And then on the left here, this is where I'll wear it, but you can switch it to left or right. And then you also have button position, right of screen or left of screen. Then we'll tap next. You can create your own multi-sport workout, create custom workout routines, and then you can check your body's battery level. This is something that they're using AI with, but also checking many different things to provide you with details on metabolic health and biological age. That's also known as AGEs, so advanced glycogen end products. It also has ECG, which the Apple Watch Ultra can no longer do, at least in the United States, heart rate, and many things other than that. So let's go ahead and tap next. Now it says understand your sleep for better rest, and this can also detect sleep apnea. That's again something else, as you can see here, that the Apple Watch Ultra can't do due to some of its lack of sensors. So you'll see here, we'll tap next. You also have double pinch to control your watch and get help in an emergency. It says finishing up, and then we have tips and user guides. So we can look at basic features. We have apps and features, health, and wearing your watch. And then we can set up a mobile plan to go along with it. It says you're all set. It vibrated the watch itself. It says what's new in One UI 6.0 watch. And then you have all of these new modes. So night mode and things like that, a siren, triathlons, and much more. So let's wait for the watch to start, and then we'll take an even closer look. It says take a tour of your watch. We'll go ahead and tap start, and it says swipe down from the top to open the quick panel, and then it says swipe up to go back to the watch face. We'll give it a moment. It says finding your apps. We'll tap next. It says swipe for apps, swipe up from the edge or bottom, and there we have all of our different things. Swipe down to go back. And then check notifications. We'll tap next, swipe to the right for notifications, and then tap the notification to open it. And then swipe from the right edge to go back, or you can go to previous. So pretty simple and straightforward. Now, if you've used a Galaxy Watch, this will be very familiar. Now it says about tiles. It says swipe left for tiles. And then we have daily activities, Press and hold the home key to go to the watch face from any screen, and it says that's it. Enjoy your watch. Now the display looks really great. It has an orange dot here for new notifications to match the watch and the band. You've got orange around the outside, and I think this looks pretty great overall. I do really wish it had the little dial here. That would have been great if you were underwater, but again, that could pose challenges maybe for swimming and things like that. So let's go into the quick button here, and then you can swipe between these. It feels very fluid and fast, and hopefully you can see that with the speed of this video in 60 frames per second. And it's just going through what's new with all the different tracking. So if we want to go into settings, we can do that. And then you have all of your different things such as targets, duration, and much more. Now, if we go back here and we go into our settings, if we scroll down and then we go to buttons, let's see if we can find that here, buttons and gestures. Then we scroll down again. We'll keep going. And we've got double pinch. We can turn that on so we can double pinch to control different actions on the device. You'll see that here. Try it. So it says tap your index finger and thumb together twice. So let me place it on my wrist here. See how well it works. So it says you got it. I just double tapped, it recognized it. Just like on the Apple Watch Ultra, this is a handy feature. And there's going to be a lot of similarities, but Samsung and Apple have always gone back and forth with different features. So this is actually something that I think is pretty obvious to most people with the band, but I do like the round dial. I know a lot of people actually prefer that. So let's go back home here. And then this bottom button, so we have the home button. The bottom button is set up to bring up the Samsung wallet. So if you want to set that up, you can. So press and go back. There we go. There's Bixby if you press and hold, but if you tap it, you go back home. So it looks pretty good. You'll see the responsiveness as far as the compass and the dial. If we press and hold, we can then customize and switch between different dials or change the complications here. So you'll see here, we'll swipe between. We have style. We can swipe up and down to change the style of them if you'd like to do that. And then, of course, you can change the color as well. So if you want to change the color to something else, you can do that, whatever works for you. You've got even hand modification here, night mode, complications you can adjust, lots of different settings based on the watch face. So if we swipe home, or let's go back home here, there's the new watch face setup. Let's press and hold again. We'll tap plus, and then we can add all of the different watch faces. So based on what we want, spatial number, ultra info board, you'll see all of the different ones. There's some pretty good and strong haptic feedback as well. So lots of different things. Of course, you can go into the watch app itself on the phone, but lots of different things from digital dashboard, tons of different watches here with watch faces, lots of different options as well, even live wallpaper. Now, as I mentioned earlier, in the watch app, you can see more information, but if we go to tips and user guide, go to health, you'll see all of the different things it can give you information about with irregular heart rhythm notifications. You've got control workouts with the back button, get sleep insights and coaching, and measure body composition. So you can see all of that different information, and it's pretty great that you have all these different options. So it seems pretty feature packed. You've got apps and features here. Of course, control calls from your watch and much more. So it does all of the things the previous watches do, but adds some health features and, of course, that ultra durability that comes with it. And so I think that's everything so far with the Galaxy Watch Ultra. I'm pretty impressed with it. Of course, there are a lot of similarities with Apple Watch Ultra, and if you've watched this channel with all the different Apple videos, of course, you're going to know I'm very familiar with those. But I really do like this Galaxy Watch Ultra. So let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and if it's something that you actually prefer, do you like the look of it, or would you just stick with the Apple Watch? One other thing I tried out is to see if it would work on a Qi-compatible wireless charger. So this is a Qi-compatible Anchor charger. It doesn't seem to charge it on the top or bottom, no matter where I place the watch. So you'll definitely need the included one. Maybe there'll be some third-party options out there, but right now you'll need the included charger to go along with it. One of the things I've heard online is that it is a little bit slow to charge. Of course, I haven't tried it myself since I just opened it up. Some people say it takes about an hour and a half to charge this. So that could be a downside if you use this for sleep tracking and then use it for working out all day. You will have to give it about an hour and a half in between those times to charge, maybe every couple of days or so. So that could be a downside for some. If you don't use it to sleep track or anything like that, it won't be an issue. Other than that, though, I'll have to use it out and see what it's like. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.